You built that proposal deck like it was a masterpiece. Every slide perfect, every transition seamless. You spent 3 days on colors, 4 versions of the summary, even upgraded the paper stock. Then you sent it. You waited, and the client picked someone else. Someone with half your effort, a quarter of your experience, and a PowerPoint that looked like it came from 2003. That's when I learned something painful. Clients don't pay for effort, they pay for results. We're all being told that hard work creates value. Work harder, add more value, go the extra mile, under promise, over deliver. But the market doesn't care how long you worked. It only cares for how much better things got because of you. That's the hidden trap of vision boards and goal setting. They keep us focused on what we want to achieve instead of what others actually gain from our work. I used to think great design proved great value. I'd spend days refining proposals that looked ready for a design award and still lose deals to competitors with clunky slides and plain pictures. One client finally told me the truth: Rajesh, your deck is beautiful, but it doesn't solve my problem. He was right. He didn't care about how it looked, he cared about whether it worked. And energy of every hour I spent fixing fonts was an hour I wasn't fixing his problem. Here's the physics. In science, work isn't defined by effort, it's defined by movement. How far something travels because of the energy you apply. If you push a wall all day and it doesn't move, physics says you did no work. Business is the same. Effort means nothing if your client situation stays the same. Your value is the distance between where they started and where they end up after working with you. That's the value differential. Bain and Company found that customer loyalty is 2.5 times higher when companies focus on improving the customer's future condition, not on service polish or process detail, not because they worked harder, because the customer felt the improvement. A Harvard Business School study showed the same pattern. Clients pay more for meaningful progress than for perfect execution. It's not about how much you do, it's about how far you move them forward. So when you hear add more value, don't think do more. Think help them move further. Think about your last big client. Did you measure what transformed for them or how much effort your team put in? That's what defines your value. Let me show you. I worked with Naresh Asnani at ML Group in Lagos, a $150 million conglomerate. Naresh loved presentation design, gold embossed proposals, cinematic slides, marketing that looked like a luxury brand. But deals kept stalling. I asked him, if the car looks this good, why isn't anyone getting in? He laughed, then admitted it. He was selling his expertise, not his client's improvement. We rebuilt his approach around one question: what's different for the client when we are done? Within a year, profits rose between 160 and 210% across 4 divisions. Same people, same hours, different focus. Clients didn't need flashier decks, they needed visible progress. That's when the market started chasing him. What Naresh found wasn't a new pitch, it was structure. A system that began every proposal with the client's after picture and worked backward from there. Once the focus shifted from his process to their results, everything accelerated. Here's the truth: you didn't build your business to prove how smart you are, you built it to create freedom. But every time you chase recognition instead of results, you trade purpose for approval. Your vision board shows your achievements, but the market only pays for your client's transformation. Until you stop selling your effort and start owning their outcome, you'll keep overworking and under earning. Because value isn't what you create, it's what they experience. Two quick questions before we close. One, Are you selling your effort or your client's outcome? Two, if your vision board is all about what you want to gain, where are you showing what your clients actually get? Would your Ferrari move faster if you measured impact, not hours? That's the fifth law, value differential. And when your value aligns with their transformation, growth happens naturally. And suddenly you start noticing something you couldn't see before. Hidden choke points, silent bottlenecks. Growth doesn't just reveal opportunity, it reveals where your system can't keep up. Next, we'll explore the law of the bottleneck and why your business is only as fast as its slowest point. Let's take a moment with this. The adult Santa Claus, vision boards plus blind faith plus wishful thinking, all waiting for magic. This is where most of us still get stuck, waiting for something outside of us to move what only action can move. So look at the questions on the screen. Where are you passively waiting for magic instead of taking massive action? And as you reflect on this law, think about where that pattern shows up for you. Take a minute each to share with your partner what comes up.